take vintage water skis and parts from vintage skateboards to make my Brennan boards. You can order yours today. I will custom make them for you. These are 100% handcrafted vintage boards using only the best parts of vintage water skis and vintage skateboards. My name is Sean Brennan, and this is a Brennan board. This is what you need to shred hills and be awesome. Basically, I'm using some of my collection of old skateboards, vintage old classic stuff, and our collection of old vintage water skis. And we're just taking good parts from both, and we're making these cool longboards, like this one here. And most of these vintage water skis are made of really nice wood. And some of the parts in the skateboards are really nice and vintage and you can't find anymore. So putting the two together comes out with a cool product, I think. But the idea of just collecting stuff our whole lives, you know, we've been into vintage stuff and we realized, hey, we have all these old cool skateboards that have a lot of cool parts, but you know, they just come to a point where they're not rideable anymore. Like this one has been ridden to death. And so it has great parts on it that are still good. And nowadays, stuff like this, made of really nice wood, is being recycled and turned into something pretty cool. So all of this is made of vintage parts. I make these boards so you could have the ride of your lifetime. Here we got some old, great Sims wheels. These are very cool, retro, has a lot of life in them. Here we got some old independent trucks, the classic ones. And those are some of the stuff we'll use in making your skateboard. Here's an old Tony Hawk, Paul Peralta. This board was the hottest skateboard of its time. This is when Tony Hawk was on fire and everybody wanted this board. It had the hot pink, the bright blue, the double dragons, guardrails, early independent trucks. But the board is just ridden to death. There's no saving this. This is a Brennan board. I'm not saying it's my favorite board, but it's definitely my favorite. My name is Sean Brennan, and I make these boards so people can enjoy the ride of their lifetime. I make these boards up here in the mountains because I really wanted to collaborate the idea of mountain and lake type lifestyle living with suburban city skateboarding. So that's why I pieced together these vintage water ski boards with the vintage skateboards, and this is what you get.